Regresaré, si no, no te ¿no? Si vienes o no sé. Mira. Okay. So let's start because everybody else is late.
Okay.
Oh, I see your homework. Perfect. All right. So before checking homework, let's do a summary of what we studied last Tuesday, right? The first part of the class. Great. So this is it. A brief description of the multiple type of intelligences, okay? We have verbal linguistic, logical mathematical, spatial, kinesthetic, naturalistic, musical, interpersonal, and intrapersonal. Hello, Vivian. How are you?
Hi.
Excellent. Welcome to the class. So, anyways, verbally, we're doing a summary of what we did last Tuesday. And we're going to check a brief description of it. Okay, let's talk about linguistic, and you read it, Salem. Please.
It refers to an individual's ability to understand and manipulate words and languages.
So check it out. Everybody understands the language, but this type of intelligence manipulates the words and languages. Have you heard a student or a person speaking Spanish? They love to do that and they enjoy. For me, it's annoying, but they like to do it. So because they manipulate the language, okay? So it's a similar situation. Or if you have family in the States, is the second generation, maybe the third generation, the ones that are little, they speak very funny English and Spanish, both at the same time. So the same thing, they manipulate the words. What about mathematical, Vivian?
Mathematical. It refers to an individual ability to think with that, collect and analyze and interpret, conclude and predict. Very good.
So it says the ability to collect data and organize. These guys are very organized. They have a pattern. They are so organized that it's annoying. And even worse, they're organized, and when they have to break the process or the pattern, they get crazy. No, they have así como que a las 7 de la mañana ir al baño, 7:30 bañarse, 8 desayunar, blah, 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 blah. And when they have to change that, it's very bad for them. It's their nature. What about a spatial, Salem? Nala, Ben.
Refers to the ability to form and manipulate a mental model. They depend on visual thinking and are very imaginative.
Very good. These guys, we said last Tuesday, they actually work for NASA or something like that. They're very, very creative. You know, they're like architects, but they can do it in their minds. I can't. I don't like it. I mean, they're very artistic, actually, because they actually can reproduce images in their mind. How about kinesthetic, Vivian?
Body kinesthetic refers to the people who the process information through sensation they feel in their bodies.
They need to be touching something in order to concentrate. It's very funny. They need to move around in order to concentrate. they are studying for the exam and they need to be moving around. It's very annoying too. But there's a nature, right? Naturalistic. This one we said that is controversial. Well, it's not controversial. It's officially added, but back in my day, it didn't exist. Can you read it, Salem?
It's seen in someone who recognizes and classifies plants, animals, and minerals.
Very good. So they recognize and classifies plants, and they are in connection with the nature, right? Okay. What about musical, Vivian?
Musical intelligence refers to the ability to understand, create and interpret musical pictures, rhythms, and tunes, and the capability to understand music.
Very good. Excellent. So it refers to the ability to understand and create musical. In other words, not that they are authors or that they are singers. No, it means that they need to concentrate by listening to music or by listening to something. It's very annoying. They are reading and they are repeating, or they are listening to a song, or listening to, are you in the movies? You're in the movies, excuse me. They are listening to the dialogue and they are repeating the dialogue. Entonces, yeah, shut up. It's they like to do that. There's the sounds make them concentrate. Okay. Interpersonal, one of my favorite. Who was it? Vivian or Salem? Who's next? Salem, please.
It's the ability to interpret and respond to the moods, emotion, motivation, and action of others. Requires good communication and interaction skills.
Very good. So they are normally leaders. They like to be, you can tell, no? La típica niña así de, pick me, yo miss, aquí miss, yo. Sheesh. Really annoying, but you know, it's their nature.
Teacher, everything is annoying to you.
Oye, pues es que así de, dale un zape y cállese. But yes, they are like that, right? Now, if you have one or two, okay, you have 3 or 4, my condolences. Your class is going to be chaotic. It's part of your job. Intrapersonal, Vivian.
Interpersonal is the ability to know oneself, an individual how the able to understand his, her, how emotion, motivation, and be aware of his, her, own strengths and weaknesses.
Very good. So these people are very serious. Something like Salem, actually. They're very quiet. They're very serious. They're very into their, into them. Like they're very mature. That's the word. But their weakness is that they don't like to talk. So speaking English is hard for them. Or, learning English, because they don't like to practice. They don't like to interact with other people. Well, that's something that you have to work on it. The interpersonal, you need to refrain, or you need to stop them of talking too much. And the intrapersonal, you need to motivate them to talk. So it's part of their nature. Okay, so let's move on with the next part of the class. Nala. Sorry, my dog. Nala, ven. Nala, ven. Ven para acá. Ven. A ver, diles a mis alumnos a qué le ladras. ¿Ya me defendiste del cartero que parecía asesino? ¿Ya me defendiste del perro que era como cuyo? ¿De la bolsa que era la maldita? Ya, tranquila. Muy bien. So now let's apply the multiple intelligences in the classroom. Okay, we discussed the multiple intelligences in general. Now let's do it in the classroom per se. Okay, so can you read this, Vivian?
Multiple intelligence in the classroom. Some the teachers about their learning centers with their resources and materials that the programmers involving the different intelligence. There are two approaches for the implementing multiple intelligence in the classroom. Teacher-centered approach and student-centered approach.
Very good. So we're going to implement two types of activities. Teacher-centered approach and a student-centered approach. ¿Cómo es eso? Okay. What are these? Let's discuss it. First, teacher-centered lessons, or let me paraphrase it. Teacher-centered activities. Okay. Teacher-centered activities. Señorita Salen.
The instructor incorporates material, resources, and activities into the lesson that teach to the different intelligences. How do you say that? Intelligences?
Intelligences. Good.
Intelligences.
Yes. When it's a plural and it's a plural that finishes an S or CH, is yes, intelligences. Okay, in other words, the teacher will incorporate activities or material according to his or her type of intelligence. I'll give you an example. Maybe Salem, give me 1 second. I'm gonna kill a couple of dogs. Sorry about that. They're normally good dogs. Anyways, this one is my favorite. She's always in peace. In other words, the teacher in his or her class will do activities according to his or her type of intelligence. I'll give an example. Maybe Salem is not musical. She is more spatial. So she will have more activities like drawing, like matching, like mind mapping, organizing, but she wouldn't have, for example, songs, or she wouldn't have audios. See what I mean? Okay. It's okay. However, read the second point, Salem.
Teachers may lecture students, show informational videos and posters, perform drills, and post problem-solving exercises.
Okay, according to his or her intelligence. But, read the final one.
Teacher-centered lessons should be limited to a few activities.
Parentheses, pause there. Teacher activities should be only limited to a few activities. Why? Why is this recommendable? Let me paraphrase the questions.
Because it's boring for the students?
That might be a good reason. Let me paraphrase the question. What would happen if you impose only activities that you like? One reason is going to be bored. What is another reason? Or what is another result? What would happen if you impose activities that you only like, but your students don't?
They're not gonna learn anything.
Simple as that. They're gonna hate you. They might be doing it because you're a teacher, right? but they're gonna hate English. And that's why they go through primaria, secundaria, universidad y siguen en stupid basic one. Decía un cuate, they still in stupid verb to be. Right? Because they only do activities that they didn't like. So remember, activities that you like are okay, but only are limited in your classroom. So what would you do? Well, let's go to the next slide and let's talk about student-centered lessons or student activities, student-centered activities. Can you read it, Vivian, please? Vivian?
Sorry, my microphone. Student-centered lesson. One of the most important aspects for the student-centered lesson is the allowing students to make choice. Continue. Teachers should encourage students to exercise the required intelligence, but allowing them to explore their strength area as well.
Good. So check it out. One of the most important student lesson, or the reason why you should focus on the student lesson, is that students are allowed or can make choices. I'll give you an example. Don't panic. I'll give you an example. Vivian is very musical. She loves songs, but she doesn't like mind mapping. In other words, she's not visual, okay? But some students are visual. So you can either go for a song as vocabulary or a mind mapping. And you can ask, okay, guys, this is vocabulary for the airport. Do you want a song or you want a mind map? Or you want to draw the vocabulary? No, miss, lo dibujamos. What do you think is going to be the result of the class with those students? Will they learn the vocabulary or not? Salem?
Yeah, because well, at least for me it was like that, because I never enjoyed my English classes in school because they were boring. I had many type of teachers, and they were like you said, that they preferred to do activities they wanted to do, not student-centered lesson. And yeah, not many could understand and learn. So if you do it like that, I think they would enjoy it more and learn more.
Exactly. When a student enjoys it, a student is motivated. When a student is motivated, he or she will speak English. Simple as that. No hay hilo negro, no hay mágica fórmula. It's just a very simple thing to say that if I'm happy, I will do it. Very good. Okay. Wait. So, what are the benefits in a multiple intelligent classroom? When we recognize this, Vivian, number one, read it, please.
As a teacher and a student, you realize that there are many ways to be smart.
Very good. In other words, I'm engineer, so the ones that are not engineer, they're stupid. Or in the classroom, it happens, I'm an English teacher, And some of my linguistic students are more intelligent than the others. No, ¿verdad? So when we recognize that all are intelligent, all are smart, then we value. Understand that word? We value, we give an importance to the students. And what would happen when a student feels important? What do you think will happen?
They're going to be motivated to learn.
Exactly. They're going to respect you, number one. Secondly, they're going to respect the class. And therefore, they're going to learn, which is the main goal, right? Okay, now, number two, Salim.
All forms of intelligence are equally celebrated.
Is basically what we said, right? I'm an engineer, so you're not an engineer, you're stupid. I like English, you don't like English, you're stupid. No, all intelligences are equally celebrated. But you need to understand that. That's why many teachers, well, this is new school, all the school teachers, they had the so-called favorite students. Who do you think was their favorite student? The one that liked English, and because he or she liked English, he always paid attention, he always behaved in the classroom, etc. See what I mean? Now, when you understand that everyone is different, but everyone is important, you will, listen to me, adapt your classes to your students. Right? Next one. Yes, Salen.
So, for example, the exercises that you sent us, I can use that the student that
Yes.
I can make them write all that exercises to evaluate them.
Yes, actually, that's why I'm going to say that at the end of the class. All the exams, all the activities should be applied to your students.
Okay.
So you can see their intelligences, okay? You have to do it first. That's why it was homework for you. But then you can apply it to your students. Number three, Vivian.
Science of increased self-worth. Maybe seeing students building on their strength and work toward becoming an expert in certain areas.
Good, very good. So, when you listen to me, commend your students. Understand that word, commend? Give commendation. Good job, excellent homework, very good. When you do that, what would happen to your students?
Motivate the person.
Good. And if the person is motivated, what would happen, Vivian? If the student is motivated, what would happen? Will he speak English?
Motivate the speak English and have the exercise.
Very good. Excellent, excellent. And finally, Salem.
Students might develop strong problem-solving skills that they can use in real-life situations.
Very good. Remember that one of the first classes that you were with me, we discussed about the concept of a classroom, or excuse me, of a class. When are your students going to speak English? When are they going to use any grammar, present simple? Not just learning the present simple, but when and how to use it. In other words, in what situations? When they do when they do activities that they like, they register better the situations that they need to use present simple. See what I mean? Maybe you travel to another country where only English is spoken. The one that only learned English mechanically, that person will not be able to communicate. Or maybe it will, pero así de yo Tarzán to Jane. Así de, hey, I donuts and 2 coffees. No? But when a person is motivated in real life situations, va a decir, mira, un restaurante, me acuerdo que mi maestra me ponía a leer, blah, 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 blah. Right? And that is your goal. Okay, teachers. Going too fast or it's okay?
It's okay. Do you have that class recorded? Because I didn't took it.
Yes, I have it recorded. Don't worry, you're gonna take it. Acuérdate que es espiral. Si entraste en un momento, vas a darle vuelta.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are the activities that we can do? Now, ahora sí vamos a la aplicación práctica. For each of the intelligence, what is teacher center? Excuse me? And what is student center? Okay, let's talk about verbal linguistic. Teacher center. Vivian.
Teacher center, present complement verbally, ask question aloud and look for student feedback, interviews.
Very good. Very simple, ¿verdad? Very simple and very cómodo. Very easy for the teachers. Me paro, the students, present continuous, answer the questions. Do you like it? Yes or no? That is teacher center. It's okay for only 5 minutes. Yeah. Now let's do the student center. Yourself, Vivian.
Student center, students present material, student read contents and prepare a presentation for his/her classmates. Students debate over an
Issue. Issue means situation and situation. It means a situation.
Okay.
Just synonym for situation. Okay. So see the difference? In this student center activity, a student presents, students read, students debate. In other words, students do, not teacher. Students do the activity. Vamos Mathematical, Salem, teacher center.
Provide brain teasers or challenging questions to begin lessons. Make logical connection between the subject matter and authentic situations to answer the question why.
Very good. Check it out. Teacher provides. Teacher makes. Only for 5 minutes. Because now read the student center. What is the difference? Read it, please. Yourself, Salem?
What?
Can you read the student center also?
I'm sorry. I was reading. Students categorize information in logical sequences for organization. The students create graphs or charts to explain written info. The students participate in web quests associated with the content.
Very good. Students categorize, students create, students participate. The difference is very much different, right? Students practice, and that's your your goal. What about kinesthetic, Vivian?
Teacher-centered. Use prop during lecture, provide tangible, easy learning to the focus for students or exam. Reviews using the sport-related examples. So about to someone to answer a question.
Very good. Teacher provides, teacher uses, teacher reviews, boring for the students. Check the difference, Vivian, read the student center.
Students use computer to research subject matter. Students create props of their one explained subject matter, shadows, boxes, mobile, etc. Students create the reviews game.
Very good. Use computers to research. Students create. Check it out. Students create props. You understand props? ¿Saben lo que es props?
Manualidades.
Yes. Son lo que, bueno, utilería sería, manualidades es different. Utilería, o sea, es una maqueta, for example, it's a prop. Or they paint a portrait, is a prop, etc. ¿no? Todo lo que se usa de utilería es prop. Good. All right. Visual spatial, Salen. Teacher center.
When presenting the information, use visuals to explain content. PowerPoint slides, charts, graphs, cartoons, videos, overheads, smart boards. What is overheads?
Overheads, it's a projector. Very good. So teacher uses, teacher presents, etc. What about the students?
Have students work individually or in groups to create visuals pertaining to the information. Posters, timelines, models, PowerPoint slides, maps, illustration, charts, concept mapping.
Very good. In other words, students participate, students create, students make. All right. What about musical, Vivian? Teacher center.
Musical. Play music in the classroom during reflection periods. So examples are create musical reads. Sorry?
Freedoms.
Okay. Thank you. For students to remember things.
Very good. So teacher plays the music, and this is even worse. Teacher plays his music, o sea, la que le gusta. Teacher show examples, and teacher creates music from his own. It's okay, only 5 minutes. What about the student center, Vivian?
Create a sound or melody with the content embedded for memory. Use
Embedded
for memory. Use well-known song to memorize, formula, skill, or test contest.
Very good. In other words, when the students create the song, students use beats or songs to memorize formula. I don't know, they transform the music, but the students create it, not teacher. What about interpersonal?
Be aware of body language and facial expressions. Offer assistance whenever needed. Encourage classroom discussion.
Good. An interpersonal teacher will be aware or alert to the expressions of the students, will like to talk to students, will promote discussion among the students. But now read the difference. What about the student center?
encourage collaboration among peers, group work, how do you pronounce it? Strengthens
Huh?
interpersonal connections, peer feedback, and peer tutoring. Students present to the class, encourage group editing.
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 Very good. So, in other words, teachers will present something and then the student will be motivated to talk in pairs, in trios, give feedback, tutoring. You understand tutoring? You know what it means to be a tutor? No hay mucho aquí en México. En públicas no existe. Privadas tal vez. It's when así de, a ver, Juanito Pérez está, you're very stupid, no, you're very low. So Vivian, help him. Vivian is going to be your tutor. Okay, eso es lo que hacen. Very common in the States or in English-speaking countries, not in Mexico. Intrapersonal, Vivian.
Encourage journaling as positive outlet for expression. Introduce weblogging, blogs. Make individual question welcome. Create a positive
Environment. Now, intrapersonal teachers, híjole, they're very difficult because you can't be intrapersonal if you're dealing with people. Okay. You might be intrapersonal, but if you want to be a teacher, you need to develop your interpersonal skill or intelligence, pardon. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. They are normally they are like engineers, a los que están en prepa or no, ya están mayores. How old are you, Salem?
25.
No, cierto, es muy mayor. I thought you were in prepa. Okay. So you and Vivian passed through prepa. So you normally they are like math teachers or physics teachers que realmente no les interesa hablar con ustedes. Right? Those are English teachers can't be intrapersonal. They need to deal with students. They need to communicate and interact. Now, what would do an intrapersonal student center activity? Can you read it? ¿Quién fue? Salem. No es cierto, Vivian.
Journaling, individual research or comment. Students create personal portfolios for work.
Okay, content. Individual research on content. Very good. Otra vez, individually, they do journal. ¿Saben lo que es journaling? Bueno, periodismo se traduce, pero in the school, when you keep a journal, es un diario.
It's like when the teacher told you that every day you need to write something in your diary and they
That's a journal, keep a journal. See, diary, yes, because you're not intrapersonal. Diary, the word is okay, pero para el school is journal, keep a journal. Okay, naturalistic, Salem.
Take students outside to enjoy nature while in learning process. Lecture, compare authentic subject matter to natural occurrences. Relate subject matter to stages that occur in nature, plants, weather, etc. Stage.
Very good. So the teacher will take you outside. The teacher will compare English to nature. See, this is difficult for me to imagine because this is brand new. But maybe you with the new generation, you can do it anyways. Continue reading, Salem.
Students organize thoughts using natural cycles. Students make relationships among content and the natural environment. How has nature had an impact? Students perform community service.
So the students actually like talking about the nature. The students relate. I've seen that students, ¿no? Así de que, ay, es que me siento bien triste. ¿Por qué? Porque está lloviendo. Sí, la primera vez me reí y me llamaron la atención. So I don't laugh anymore. But yes, it's quite very. Digo, si lo hacen está bien, no hay problema. Si ustedes lo hacen también. For me it's like, oh, come on. But anyways, imagínate que ese niño viviera en Londres. Llueve 300 días al año.
Well, that's why English people are so
Right! Good one. That's why English people are dead inside. Let's do an exercise together. Let's let me open it. Hold on a second. No. TKT. What's that? Okay, so we're opening exercises. Let's go to exercise 3. You have the file in your WhatsApp. Exercise 3. Very good. No es cierto, esto no. Can you see my screen? Not if you see it. Okay, good. Dice exercise aquí. Exercise 3. Language acquisition. Choose the right activity and resource for students according to their profile of intelligence. Vamos a hacer primero nosotros. 3 pasos. Assign the following grammar forms o group. Ok, bueno, en este caso nada más son 2. So, a ver, lean estos y díganme cuál les interesa. Salen, escoge 2.
First, second, and third conditional and
Third, ¿dónde está?
that's the last one.
First, second, third conditional. Okay. Okay, and then nada más una, no, otra.
Can.
Híjole, bueno, que Vivian.
Present perfect. Simple past.
A ver, vamos a poner. Vivian. Present. Ay, otra vez. Vivian. Present perfect. ¿Y cuál otro? And what?
Have to.
Have to. Very good. Have to. Okay. Salem. So that would be can and first, second, and third condition. Vamos a poner Cristina, que una vez no está, pero vamos a poner. Because you miss, vas a tener 3 ahora. Simple present. Present continuous. Penny, no sé si voy a venir otra vez a clase, pero. Should and simple past. Ok, para los que no vinieron, chavos, quizás su tarea. Muy bien. What are we going to do? Once we have it, ¿cómo se llama? Once we have this organized, I want you to do this, Salem and Vivian. You're going to write a list of drills or activities and resources that you would use according to each type of intelligence. Okay, I'll give you an example. Simple past, for example. Una actividad visual sería una imagen de la Primera Guerra Mundial. Una actividad musical sería a Beatles song o Yesterday song, ¿no? Etcétera. ¿Ok? ¿Sale? Entonces.
Do we need to ¿cómo se llama? Poner teacher centered and student centered? We need to.
No, just a drill for each type of intelligence. Obviamente, Salem, tu pregunta es muy buena. Fíjate, chécate. Tú tienes CAN y pones una actividad por cada una de las inteligencias, ¿verdad? Okay. In the classroom, you will do one activity for one intelligence que es la tuya. Y luego vas a seleccionar las demás de acuerdo a los alumnos. En otras palabras, todo empieza aquí y luego ya lo bajas a los alumnos. ¿Sale? Good. All right. I'll give you 10 minutes.
¿Viste cómo el Wilfried me está acompañando en mi tristeza? Un día a cada...
Ah, dije que no te quería quedar dentro de la casa, niño.
Vean acá este Wilfried.
Your microphone is on.
Sorry. I have the cat and all the class accompany me.
Sorry, you asked a question? I didn't listen because of my dog.
I'm ready, teacher.
Okay, let's give it 3 more minutes.
Wait, it's one for each team topic? Oh.
One for each topic and one for each multiple intelligence or type of intelligence. Okay. Linguistic, Ken, en el otro. Luego verbal, Ken y el otro. O sea,
Then I'm not ready. Wait.
ok. Pues muy bien.
For example, present perfect, the visual and the have to musical. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Chair, I have a question.
Yes.
¿Los crucigramas y esos juegos entran en Visual Spatial or in Linguistic? I'm confused.
No, en Visual Spatial.
Ah,
Lo como rompecabezas, todo ese arriba, todo ese tipo. Es Spatial.
okay.
If you want, we can take it for homework. Finish our homework and we'll finish on Tuesday. It's almost, the class is over anyways, okay?
I have already finished.
You have finished, perfect, so no homework for you. Don't be pressured, Vivian. I'd rather you do it, you know, calm and well thinking, right? Okay, so let's take the selfie. ¿Cómo se llama? Yes, wait a minute. 1, 3, 1, 2. Good. So I'll send it in a moment. And thank you very much. Any question, please let me know. I'll check your homework from last week in a moment and I'll send you private feedback, okay? Thank you
Okay,
very much. Nice to see you, Vivian. Nice to see you, Salem, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Have a nice weekend.
thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Tuesday or Monday?
I'll be Monday. I'll see you next Monday.